shoots, scores! Steve Yzerman! And they get back. The sixth shorthanded goal by the Wings. A horrible play by Housley to stand in. And Yzerman, who's got the patience of Job right here, fakes the pass, and then Beeks pulls it to the short side.
He's got a great shot. Juneau! That's blocked. Hit the back of the net. Right in front, score! Juneau was all alone and got that goal back.
That's Fetisov's first point in these playoffs. Now every Red Wing has Red Wings are out there. They score! Well, they fly right back.
Lidstrom gets over the line and center it now. Minority bump. Red Wings keep it in. Oates couldn't clear. Score! Brown ties the game. Ozic stopped him. Shanahan flat. Play goes on. Shanahan back on his feet. Chasing the puck. Knocked loose behind the goal. A point. Beating it. Score! Detroit wins the hockey game. What a night in Detroit.
To avoid, right there, Dave Babbage got the first shot, and Diddick does not take Larmer.
That's Cole lost it. Lume got it for the shot. Score! The Vancouver Canucks have tied it. Here's Leach stepping in over the line. Winding up. The pass. Score! Over that. And the Rangers. Graves and Messier flying in the air. What a great save by McLean. It is centered. Pumped away from Rodney. He got it again. The shot right on. Score! Brinker stopped it and couldn't find it. And he couldn't hang on. Here's Peekman looking dangerous. Shoots. The front rebound. Babel comes out to Adams. Attack in overtime.
Behind the play, there's this. Stefan Matteau had two chances to be the hero again.
Coming out in front along the boards, and here's a chance. Leach hits the crossbar. Two Canucks are away. Three of them. The pass scored. The Vancouver Canucks hear the puck go the other way, and they win.
A fast move to pick it up. He did. Got it in over the line. Strapped it, brought it back. Shot, score! Shepherd ties the game. A lovely pass to Mellanby. Rebound. Score! Here we go again.
Game 3 of the 1996 Stanley Cup Final. After allowing 2 goals in the first 20 minutes, Colorado netminder Patrick Roy was furious. His rage came from the fact that every time Florida scored, he'd be subjected to the Panthers fans' habit of littering the ice with plastic rats. As a result, Roy uttered the famous words, "No more rats." Roy vowed to not allow another goal. He fulfilled his promise. Roy did not allow a goal for the rest of the series, en route to leading the Avs to a 4-game sweep of the Panthers to capture the Stanley Cup.
Keane coming in. Shot. Score! Keane took a weak shot and it dribbled by Van Beesbrook, and it's a tie game. Gets up there to Dedmar. He rolled it in. A great play for Sakic. Right in, score! Joel Sakic scoring for Colorado with a high shot, and they're in front again, 3-2. Kept in there though, the side of the net's in it. What a great save by Wall! Tough pill to swallow for the Florida Panthers now. This crowd obviously disappointed. McTavish coming up, dropping the pass. Leach, the shot scores! Leach took the pass and drove the high shot towards to Messier. Messier to Zubov. And Zubov, another shot scores! Zubov taking the pass and waiting.
There's the play by Glenn that gave Leach the line. And a lovely little pass. And that's smothered, and they have a 2-on-1 now, a 2 on the goaltender. Messier breakaway, score! Mellanby has come on the ice for Philadelphia, has trying to get through. Tikkanen got a shot away, the puck loose, and swept right out by Hextall. Coffey score! He prevented one, but couldn't the other. And the Oilers, with 9 seconds left in the period, have made it 2-0. The Houston Aeros were behind in their payments for developing players, so they had a bailiff to take away the uniforms. Anderson scores through the legs of Hextall. Power play goal, 3-0. Rolling it along to Sutter. Oh, hit hard on the play, but still continues to work. Tocchet trying to play. Another brush check by Muni as Tocchet gets in front, back and a score on the deflection. The Spectrum is noisy, and on the replay, you'll get a chance to see why this game is tied.
Right off a face-off from the neutral zone, Scott Mellanby will get loose on the far side. Randy Gray pinches at the wrong time. And finally, Grant Fuhr gets beat on a long one. Look how far the net Fuhr is. Mark Howe, what a better guy to have the puck. There isn't one in the Flyers team. When there's one man open, you want Mark Howe to have it. Here's our reverse angle look, super slow-mo. Mellanby between the legs, and if there's one area that Fuhr is a touch vulnerable because he spreads, it's between his legs.
Here is Sutter. It's the Mellanby to McCrimmon. He scores!
I thought we played really well tonight, the whole game, and I don't even know if the score is indicative of the way the game went. I thought we could have, probably beat them a little bit worse, but they do have a great hockey club, and you can't give them any chances because they have the most talented scorers in the league. So you really got to check them, and I thought we checked them really well tonight.
Well, everyone dug a little bit deeper, and we found a little bit extra within ourselves individually, and we just kept, we wanted it. We could taste it more tonight, and whereas the first game we might have been a little tired, and last game even though we did play well, we didn't forecheck well, and tonight we just wanted to keep the puck going deep and keep forecheck.
Was checked down by Tocchet, and a chance here. Propp with a 2-on-2. Now it's a 4-on-2. Ryan Propp's across and score! Doug Crossman and the Flyers are back to within one. Racing with it is Eklund. Breeze is right by Curry, then flings it in. Fuhr watches as Muni is there to play. Along for Curry, but Tocchet kicks it to Eklund. Eklund points it on back for Propp. His shot blocked off by Fuhr. Another shot blocked. Another shot. They score! Calle Eklund, game tied at 3.
Possession of the Flyers ended up with a decent scoring opportunity only because Mellanby persevered.
Out in front, Tocchet scores! And the Flyers have broken the tie. Tocchet from Brian Propp. And the team that was down 3-1 is ahead 4-3.
One breaks away with Tonelli. Over to Tonelli. Tonelli around Sandrock. Hits, he scores! John Tonelli! Indians are short-handed. As this period begins, and here is a break. Reinhart in, he shoots. He scores! McGinnis cleared it out. Carried back in by Sandrock. Sandrock moving in, shoots, he scores!
pass to Gingras. Chelios to Carbonell. Has Maley with him. Pass to Maley. Scores! Game 2. Stanley Cup Final 1986. Montreal break in McPhee. Has the man open. They score! The Canadiens right off the bat at the 9-second mark.
Then the play broken up by Curry. Shovels it ahead to Gretzky. And Wayne Gretzky just turning and then accelerates and weaves. He's got a man open low. Gretzky curls the net. Centering pass almost score! And Hextall angry at low and then gets up to protest to Dave Newell. You bet this one counts. You know, I didn't even have a chance to get... I think Hextall really believes that the avenues are cut off for Gretzky, but they never are. He goes around the net. There's Kevin Lowe with Brian Propp doing anything to shove him. He wanted to shove him into the net, by the net. Lowe put on the brakes. To Muni. Muni connects with McTavish, and McTavish finesses by one shot. Save. Rebound. They score! Another shot. Save by Grant Fuhr. Here's Brown again. Got a man in front. Carson. Save. Score! With it well, but Brown goes to the corner and gets it. Where's Kevin Lowe? Where are all the Oilers defensemen? Lindsey Carson bangs it home. Too fancy in the Oilers zone because of the condition of the ice. Get it to the net, jam for the rebound. Let's see if they do it. Propp gives to Klossman, then to Eklund, to Propp, score! Stick. What a shot. Perfect execution on the power play. Play made by Klossman. On now to Zezel. They've got a 3-on-2. Zezel moves in. Feeds for Propp nicely. Back checked away by Curry. Drive. Daniel score!
To take a look at McSorley's. It's a 2-minute penalty to LA if it's illegal, and it's a 2-minute penalty to Montreal if it's fair. And Marty McSorley, if he uses an illegal stick, which he did, there's no excuse for that. You should have your trainer check the sticks.
Now, Jacques Demers has signaled to Patrick Roy to come to the bench. The Canadiens will have 6 skaters to 4 skaters. The goal, at least I think that's what's that. Maybe.
He's going to bring him out with 1 minute.
He's got 1 foot up, but I'd be surprised if he leaves now. I think he's going to go. Yes, there goes Patrick Roy in on the bench. And the Canadiens have a power play. Muller back to the net with it. Blake in there, hit his man. Desjardins ready. Schneider ready. Desjardins, no shot. On the outside. Desjardins shot. Score! They have tied it.
Kelly Rudy has not seen that puck yet.
Ronan coming up there. Ronan carries in. Ronan in front of the net. Shot. Desjardins following the play. He missed from the short side. There he is again. Scores. Desjardins. And the Canadiens win in overtime. His 3rd goal of the game. And the series is a brand new one.
Chris said that I picked up a broken stick this morning on the ice. It's not true. It was visible. We looked. I asked 3 of my players, game 1, to make sure that one thing we always tell our players, if one of my players ever has an illegal stick, he's fined terribly. All I told our players to check tonight, we wanted to make sure. We had another guy in line. He changed his stick. That's fine, and we were dead.
Like I said, I wouldn't do it. I believe the 2 teams should win, and you know, like I said, I respect Jacques Demers, and he's a great man, and I'm very good friends with him. And there's nothing disparaging comments towards Jacques. It's just Barry Melrose wouldn't make that call.
Back to Stanton. Penalty over. Score! It won't be a power play goal, but it's a big one. Now he's up there carrying it in. Can't handle it cleanly. Reaching forward and got it again. Center to try to... He scores! Mario Lemieux banked it in. Yager intercepted. Hangs on to it. Made a good move. Another good move. He's in. Scores! What a goal! Yager ties it for Pittsburgh. And the Stanley Cup final, and here we go. 1 for 5 in the power play tonight. And 1 here. There's the shot.